Boys here, giving you another Hyundai A League fixture review for the match which saw my team Melbourne Victory draw 1-1 with Sydney FC. Now we lined up with Vukovic in goal, Galloway, Delpierre, Deng and Gajewski. We then had in the midfield Mahazi, Finkler and Broxham, and up front we had Kelfella, Barbarouses and Berisha. The substitutes for the game were Thomas, Ingham, Galafuccio, Thompson, and Bozanic. Now, Bozanic was rested because of the Asian Champions League, so it is good to see. I did miss the first half hour or so of the game. Once again, I was working. I can't really help that. But, you know, about half an hour in, all I know is we had a few shots. We were controlling possession, and we were playing quite well. Time was delayed, I do know this though, after 20 minutes when Matt Simon copped a knock to the stomach from Scotty Galloway, and it wasn't looking good for Matty Simon. Now, he couldn't go on. He was replaced by Dimitrijevic, and apparently it could be cracked ribs, which is not good to hear for him. But both teams went into the half, and it was 0-0. So quite uneventful in the first half, you know, one injury, but that's about it. And no one could find the back of the net, which is a bit of a problem. But then we go into the second half with a bang. Barbarouses managed to score 1 minute after second half kickoff, and what a relief that was. Kelfella hit a hopeful ball. Barbarouses found it on the right-hand side. He cut inside the defender, shot with his left, near post, past Janjetovic, and it was 1-0. Fantastic. Could not believe it. It took us a minute in the second half. What a good time to be watching. But then things looked even better for us when Jux Fati was sent off for Sydney in the 64th minute when he denied a Bessart Berisha of a clear goal-scoring opportunity. Now, Jux Fati tried to play a back pass to Janjetovic. He didn't put enough on it. Berisha swooped in, managed to collect the ball. Berisha was getting pulled. He turned Jux Fati, and because he turned inside, that's where the problem was. Jux Fati then dragged down Berisha, and he was sent off for. He got a red card, clear goal scoring opportunity. What else can I say? Nothing else you can do. No, it's just football. He tried his best. He messed up the back pass, and ultimately it cost him. Now, Sydney FC did have 3 other players on red cards, I do believe. 2 or 3 other players picked up red cards. And the thing you have to look at is next week in the A League, they're going to have a makeshift back four because they have 3 suspended players. So it's not good there for Sydney FC next week, and especially with Perth Glory hot on their tail. Now, the 10 men of Sydney weren't phased, though, because they managed to grab an equaliser with 15 minutes left to go. Galloway got a bit overexcited on the right-hand side. He tried to tackle the player with the ball, and it didn't work out because he left David Carney open. The ball was then slotted to David Carney, who ran almost half the pitch before getting into the Melbourne Victory defensive box. And then I think it was with the left foot into the right-hand side of the goal. You know, David Carney. It's good to see him playing. It's good to see him in form, and it's good to see him in a good team. I'm not saying Newcastle are terrible. They're not the best. But it's good to see him performing for a good team. So, David Carney, apparently it's his first A-League goal for Sydney FC in 10 years. Because he played there for A-League Season 1, apparently. So, that shows you what I know about the A-League. So, David Carney, congratulations. You've scored a goal for Sydney FC and you've done a job. Now, Gajewski did have a chance to win the game for Victory late in injury time. He found himself in the box on goal. He took too long to make up his mind. He then tried to shoot, but German came out of nowhere and made a great block for Sydney FC. Now, Archie Thompson, if Gajewski had sweated it to Archie Thompson, it would have been fine. Passed across goal. Thompson could have scored, but once again, Gajewski just doesn't think. He doesn't think properly, and it's cost us again. So, there you go. But what can I say? The game ended 1-1. It was quite disappointing for both sides, especially for us, you know. It's disappointing for us, you know. We played against 10 men for a good 25 minutes, and we didn't manage to win. So, disappointing there. But what can I say? Sydney are going to be happy with the point, especially after having 10 men. They're not going to be happy though because Perth Glory are hot on their tail. And that is a big problem. Even for us, Melbourne Victory, Perth Glory is still there. We do have to be careful of that. So, the other thing we need to note is Sydney FC are now without a win in their last 5 fixtures in all competitions, while Melbourne Victory are without a win in their last 5 A League games. Now, you cannot go 5 games without a win if you want to become champions. I'm telling you now, and you can't do it as reigning champions. So, as much as I hate to say it, our season for champions is over. I think it's done. We can't do it. It's a 3-horse race now at the top of the table. Unfortunately, we are excluded from that gap. Now, we do go into the Asian Champions League midweek. We do play against Gamba Osaka in Japan, while Sydney FC will face Guangzhou Evergreen, the current Asian Champions League holders, in Sydney. So that's a huge fixtures for both teams. Now, Melbourne Victory, we need a win. So it'll be a tough game for us. We did have a slight bit of squad rotation. It is going to help. But I think we should be alright. If we win the second game of the Champions League group stage, we will be in a perfect position going into the rest of the group stage. But it is Gamba Osaka. They are a big team, and we have played them before. So we need to come out with a big win. And if we can beat them, I reckon we can get through the group. You know, we've started off strong. Just because we've started off strong, the best start in our history, doesn't mean we're gonna get through. We need 2 wins from 2. Then we can reassess where things are going. We could still lose the last 4 games, but if we win the first 2, we could be in a fantastic position, and that's what we need to look out for. So, Champions League. I think it's on Wednesday. It could even be on Thursday. I'll let you guys know. But this week is an exciting week for me. You will find out why in the A League videos later in the week. But if you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash the like button. Subscribe to see more Hyundai A League content. And hopefully I catch you guys on another video.